and welcome back to the Economics Design YouTube channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about something that is happening right now, which is the insolvency or potentially the collapse of third or fourth largest exchange, FTX.com.
It's like the quicksand moment.
FTX got into a bit of a liquidity crunch.
Crypto exchange Binance announced plans to buy FTX's non-US business.
Crypto, what's happening here?
Thanks for having me on, Andrew.
So FTX.com, today is the 9th of November. On the 2nd of November, a news came out by CoinDesk where there was a leaked report on the financial statement or balance sheet of the trading company Alameda, which is a trading sister company of FTX. And it showed that the balance sheet is not very healthy. It's not financially healthy. Then things spiraled a little bit, and on the 6th of November, the founder and CEO of Binance, CZ, he publicly tweeted that they are going to dump FTT tokens, which is the exchange tokens of FTX. And since then, it has caused a huge meltdown. A lot of people started withdrawing, and 24 hours ago, withdrawals stopped, and people just can't take money out of FTX. And what does this suggest? This is basically a run on a bank run. But what I want to talk about here is not about the situation. You can hear a lot from the news. There are a lot of people tweeting and writing about it. What I want to talk about here is what are the lessons to learn from this episode? How do we make sure that we don't have such things happening again? This is not the first time where we have insolvency in crypto in 2022. It's still the same year. Luna happened, 3AC happened, BlockFi happened, Voyager happened. All these other companies, they just collapsed one by one. And obviously, it's very worrying because these people are kind of like the gatekeepers of the space. It helps to allow both institution and retail money to come into the system and help them to get out of the system. They're a little bit like gatekeepers to enter the crypto space. If crypto space is like a theme park or a special country, then they are the immigration officers or the ticket officer. So it's very important for them to stay solvent so that we can keep growing and keep building very interesting stuff within the Web3 space. What needs to be done? I think this is the biggest thing that everyone's going to be talking about. What needs to be done? What are the lessons we can learn? How do we make ourselves more resilient as a community, as an economy? And that really is due diligence. Everyone keeps saying, do your own research, DYOR, verify but don't trust, and do due diligence, know your customer, know your tokens, know your transactions. That's all very nice and good. But how can that really work out in real life? How can that be executed? Right now, there are two types of due diligence. The first one is the regulatory aspect of know your customer, where you make sure that this individual is the individual with an identity, with a tax-paying citizen, a proper citizen, a proper real person, not a random person with a fake email account and a fake identity. So that part of KYC, they call it KYC, know your customer, that is usually done by all these different centralized exchanges like FTX, Binance, all these exchanges out there. The other thing that I want to talk about, which it's not really talked about yet, is the other aspect of due diligence. Other than know your customer, we need to know your ecosystem, know your community. The thing is, when we are trading, yes, it's two individuals trading together, but these assets need to be handled with care, with due diligence as well. For every token that comes into the space, we need to have proper due diligence to make sure that they're economically sound. This ecosystem is self-financing, self-organizing, and self-structured. It's reliant on its economy and not because people just keep pumping money in. And that really brings to the point of, for the longest time, 5 years ago when I came to the space and did research, proper research, everyone keeps saying, do your own research. Till now, people don't really know what do your own research means. Today, people are still saying, I just trust influencers, or I trust this YouTube video, or I trust this thing. And I would just read a little bit and skim through the different white paper and not go deep into that. And even if you go deep into the white paper, even if you speak to the founders, what is being said and what is being written isn't what is going to be executed. So understand how the smart contract is created, which is where smart contract audit comes in, but also understand what is the economic structure of this economy that the smart contract will execute. What is the structure of this economy? How do we do due diligence for this economy? How do we audit this economy? And that is key. And I think that is the conversation we need to start having forever. We need to start doing due diligence for the economy, not just the people and agents in the economy, but the economy itself. If crypto economies are like countries, not only do you do due diligence of the citizens, but you also have to do due diligence of the country. Is the country safe? Is the country sound? We have metrics like GDP, like PMI, like all these different indices to measure the health of this economy. Then we can decide, okay, is this grade A, grade B, grade C country bond? Or we can give a risk rating to these countries. Why do we not have that in crypto? What does due diligence look like? What do we need to think about? I hope this video helps to get you started to think about what due diligence looks like. And in the next couple of weeks, I will share with you how we do diligence and share a little bit more of tools and tricks that we do. And ideally, I want to share this economics design canvas, a little bit like a business model canvas, but it looks at the economy. And you can use that to do due diligence moving forward. But before that, I want this to be an open conversation and we'll hear inputs from you. Moving forward, I will be also speaking with you more about due diligence. What does that look like? How do we ensure economy due diligence? How do we do audit for economy? That's a conversation that we need to start having. It's been postponed for too long. It also makes sense that it's postponed for too long because we didn't have enough information then. Today, we've seen a lot of peaks and falls and successes and failures. And also, we do have a little bit more data now to give us insights so that we can show and we can find a way to standardize how we do economy due diligence, economy audit. And hopefully this space becomes a lot safer. Transparency is only available. Transparency only makes sense when we can use the data to explain what's going on. Yeah, everything is on chain, it's all transparent, but do you understand what's going on? Can we take the data and interpret a story out of it? That will be key. And that will be what we'll be focusing on for the next couple of weeks. Till then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.